So if you've ever seen a movie in your entire life, well, there is a high plausibility that you know who Quentin Tarantino is. Now, for the uninitiated, Quentin Tarantino is a very questionable individual, but he's mostly known for his role in Hollywood filmmaking. Quentin has made some very big films like The Django Unchained, Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill, and I mean, who can forget the one time that Quentin wrote himself into Dusk Till Dawn to drink liquor off of Salma Hayek's foot? I mean, this guy is the GOAT when it comes to movie directing. There's not even a question here. So off the rip, I mean, just look at this guy. He looks like he's missing a few chromosomes. He looks like he missed the update. And Quentin has a long history of like incorporating foot scenes in his movies because he has a foot fetish. That's absolutely fucking shameful that you would even put an actor or an actress through that. And also, Quentin Tarantino was documented friends with Harvey Weinstein, and to Tarantino's own admission, he actually knew about some of the abuse and behavior that Weinstein displayed and still decided to be his friend. Like, it was just normal shit. Now, we've all heard the stories about Hollywood. I expect nonetheless from a guy like Tarantino. This dude's absolutely fucking bizarre. I mean, seriously, go do your research. This guy is not right in the head. And you know, having made this assessment a long time ago, I actually came across an old interview that Quentin Tarantino did on 106 in Park with fucking Bow Wow. And man, this is horrible cringe. This is insufferable.
He's known for his unconventional style and, of course, for pushing the envelope when it comes to filmmaking. 106 in Park, please welcome writer, director, and Academy Award winner Quentin Tarantino. Let's welcome him.
Pleasing your fans or pleasing the critics for you?
Oh, interesting question, actually. Well, I want to please my fans, and I want to please the critics that are my fans. The critics ain't my fans. I don't give a damn.
True. All right, so Bow Wow gave Tarantino an epic fucking opening to the show, and Tarantino just decides to spit in everybody's face with this ridiculous accent here. I don't even know what he's thinking.
The critics ain't my fans. I don't give a damn.
I guarantee you he thinks this is the way that the blacks are supposed to speak, and he's trying to assimilate to his brothers and sisters here, but he's not aware of the secondhand embarrassment that everybody on the set is having right now.
Now, I'm not that computer savvy, so if he had sent me something that I plug into my computer, I don't know if I would have ever heard it. All right, hey, download this. I don't know how to do that. All right, you know, so he put it on a cassette tape. Then Jamie, my man,
Then Jamie, my man,
Quentin, if you're watching this video, which I know you are, I want you to take a look at Jamie's face right here. It's evident that he's not your man's, and Samuel L. Jackson is looking quite fed up with your shenanigans.
So if he had sent me something that I plug into my computer, I don't know if I would have ever heard it. All right, hey, download this. I don't know how to do that.
And what was up with Tarantino calling the computer the computer and saying he ain't know how to do that? Does he really think that these people are like stupid or something? I'm very confused.
All right, you know, so he put it on a cassette tape. Then Jamie, my man, all right, goes to the BET Awards, comes back with Rick Ross. Rick Ross and the whole posse. We all got contact high on the set that day.
So not only is it bad enough that Tarantino is just impersonating what he thinks black people just sound like, which is absolutely fucking absurd to me. I don't know what world I'm living in, but Quentin recalls a time with his man Jamie when the posse and Rick Ross pulled up on him and they got contact high that day on the set. What the fuck was the point of that story, Quentin? And I want to say this, I found Quentin's behavior here very bizarre. So, you know, I was looking for answers on Reddit like a plebeian, and I found people saying that it was just autism, but I found a comment right here, and they say Quentin was a social outcast who grew up in a black community. It's cringe, but I believe this comes out of him naturally. All right, so this individual believes that this slick talking my man Jamie Quentin Tarantino is the real deal. This is who he truly is. Now, I did find the response to this comment interesting as well, as the commenter says that when Tarantino lived in Knoxville, Tennessee, there was only a 12% of black people population, and when he lived in Torrance, California, you know, the earliest data available suggests that there was only a 2% of black people in that population. So, I don't know how Tarantino could be super immersed in that 12% as the commenter here is, you know, trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I just find it very unlikely. And later in life, Quentin moved to Torrance, California, that only has a 2% of black people population. So again, I don't really think that, Tarantino was hanging out with the black folks and stuff like that. But I'll tell you this, even if he was really, immersed in black culture and he was from the block and all that shit like that, or maybe he was adopted by a black family, I don't fucking know, that still would not give Quentin the excuse to talk like that. Like, that's not who he truly is. And I'll give you some footage that suggests that. I mean, you can literally go to any random Quentin Tarantino interview. I mean, let's look at this one. Let's see if Quentin is talking the same way like he did on 106 and Park with our dog Bow Wow.
Just remember back when you were in school and stuff, and even in elementary school, there's always, you always have kids that have like a natural inclination towards something. And with me, it was movies. The only difference is I had kind of this like weird tunnel vision where it's like once I got into it, I didn't have room for anything else, all right, as a kid. And it was like, and it actually even reflected in my schoolwork,
You did so well at school, but you name every character, every plot line.
Exactly.
And evaluate every movie.
I couldn't spell anything. I couldn't remember anything, all right, but I could go to a movie and I knew who starred in it, who directed it, who wrote it, who directed it, who wrote it, everything. And it was also, but it's also funny.
All right, so those comments from earlier were definitely correct. Quentin has autism. That is what I've collected from this interaction right here. But also, I found it funny that Quentin corrected himself when he, misspoke.
Who starred in it, who directed it, who wrote it, who directed it, who wrote it.
But on 106 and Park, he was talking about computers, and I don't know how to do that.
So if he had sent me something that I plug into my computer, I don't know if I would have ever heard it. All right, hey, download this. I don't know how to do that.
But anyways, I started off the video saying Quentin was just a bizarre individual, a strange-ass character you should probably stay away from. I mean, incidents like this are just recorded cringe. He's going to have to cry to himself at night knowing, that this shit exists. I feel bad for everybody in that room, you know what I'm saying? But as the old saying goes, ignorance knows no bounds. Quentin Tarantino is absolutely fucking autistic. There's nothing wrong with being autistic. But when you're autistic like this, holy shit. What did you guys make out of this bizarre interview? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And when you do, turn on the bell notifications. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and play my music.
Rick Ross and the whole posse.
What we do here is go back.